a reminder, I think, day before yesterday. And then it was then I looked at the letter again and said, let me call the Nigerian number. Wait, I spoke with you. And I then proceeded. I said, what you need required. You are giving me a word to test all the testing. And I was again shocked when you told me that nothing is required. Transparency Africa won't take anything. But if you like, you will pay something into account of the organization. But that's not why we are giving you anything. That made so much impression about you. Let me jump to 1994. When I was here, a senior lecturer at Oregon State University offered me associate professor to come over. I'd already consented. They asked me to draft the course I will teach, because there you design your courses. I'd already sent them. And then they said I should start processing my papers. At that point, I looked at it and said, what's the essence of going and be teaching their own children and not stay here and teach the ones here? All my friends who knew this, they were like, are you crazy? I said, why would I be going there to develop that place? And then I will create a normal vacuum here that I'm not doing. Then again, in 2012, I was preparing to, early in the morning one day, I was preparing to go to US. I remember that I was wearing my shoes that time when they called me. They said, I'm from Abuja, somebody will call you in the next 5 minutes or thereabouts. What is somebody will call me? And then somebody called me. Said, I'm from Food Milan. Have you seen our advert? Advert for what? So Vice Chancellor. I said, I've not seen it because I'm not looking for it. He said, go and check it. You have been nominated to us. We are coming to search you so that you apply. And then, when he dropped, the first number called me again, said, I'm so and so, I didn't mention. And that was the Vice Chancellor, the outgoing Vice Chancellor. So, congratulations. I looked at it. Will I leave the kind of few of people who believe me here, who believe in me here, and that I'm living? If I leave, they may not become professors. And we stay. All the while when we were discussing over the phone, my wife was sad. He said, what's it about? I said, nothing. Nothing. So eventually, those people who were shattered that I did not take it up. And some of them still, like Professor Labode Adejumo, or not until I became Vice Chancellor there. There is no time we were discussing anything that they will not remark that. That's how they ask you to come in, and you didn't take it up. Not minding that it was because of them, but they still believe that if I go, water will find its level. And then in between 2016 and 2018, when we didn't have any salaries, I think I ran for 2 years. I had the opportunity of leaving, but I believe that I should just stay for the sake of students that I'm supervising and other ones like that. Not knowing that the sacrifices I was making in every sector, the dark side of it to individuals. I think in my faculty alone, while I was head of department of acting, head of department and then team, I've gotten about 4 or 5 people dismissed for corruption. Somebody in finance, and 3 people in the urban and regional plan. And I scattered some other ones. Because to me, corruption is not only mala in se, that is, it is also mala qua provita. Abhorred by God and prohibited by man, normally. Fast forward to 2023, when I was appointed acting Vice Chancellor. I was driving in the evening, and I was around the express there, around 5. When the former registrar said, Oga, Ibulewa. And he said, Oga, where are you? I said, I'm in my car. He said, can you speak? I said, yes. He said, Chairman will call you now. Chairman, don't say no, don't say no. I said, what will the chairman say? The chairman of council will call you. Don't say no, don't say no. We were just particular about don't say no. So I said, what is happening? I said, you are likely going to ask for Professor Liasu. He will be going. He was in Abuja by then. That was where he was calling me from. The next person we call is calm down. But somehow he has not called me. Frank has not called. I was just wondering what was happening. Is there a coup? Or so I kept quiet. I was just driving. The chairman called and asked me some questions. I answered. I think the following day, the acting vice chancellor, the acting vice chancellor and everybody, they were here. They called me. So. We hope you will not say no. I was wondering why is everybody saying
you hope.
So I accepted. I became acting vice chancellor. because I knew very well that with the academic integrity challenge, financial integrity challenge, which will make it hot for the environment. But once I accepted, I decided to go very long. We have problems of results, which we are trying to solve. We have problems with certificate application, which about 6 people got dismissed from. When I took over, it was over 15 billion, like the boss has said. And I think in 2 years we were able to defray more than 4 billion from the money we got with it. Last week I was addressing the NASU with them. I said they were wasting their time for agitating. There is no need for them to do so, and there is no need for any union to agitate, because I can as well look the other way. This money that I've been paid is generated from within. Other leaders have been within. So we tend to ask, where is the money? That they should be rest assured that whatever is due, and whatever is due to them, shall be settled. We have been able to do staff advancement. The most important thing is changing the orientation. Where, like, some people believe that once they are professors, they shouldn't do anything again. Yeah, we are professors in my department. Now our professors, and please employ junior lecturers for us. Said, are you dead? You are leaving the work. And we asked them jokingly like that, but to them, they knew that it's a serious matter. They will just go their way. So everybody should go and face their work, for which you are being paid. So we have been able to succeed in changing the orientation, attitude to work, and attitude to probity, transparency. It's not here to token. We are moving. Similarly, the infrastructural development, other than repairs, we have been on the provision of things like computer and chairs. Physical infrastructure like buildings. We have not relied on the university funds or government funds. We are seeking donors. 2 of them led by my friend in his faculty. We soon complete their gigantic project there. We came one Saturday for the sword tourney of Institute of African Studies building. We have a bakery donated, ultramodern bakery donated. So these are being donated based on integrity of the university. And consequently, or most of us have the aim of affairs, and consequently, for the university's integrity. So, we have been able to transform this position. You see, the fraudulent practices and self-disdain that we have these days is not historical to any of the African cultures. That is why there are so many checks and balances. Originally, when we were young, up to the time we were young in Yoruba land, you don't need to stay with your wares. If you sell anything, all you need to do is just place it beside the road and put 2 or 3 of number of stones. They will know how much to pay. You take the thing, drop your money, and go. Nobody will touch the money. So our cultures differently and severally have ways of checking that. And there are so many deterrents. At every turn, you find deterrents. If you do bad, this will happen to you. If you do this one will take you, and so on. And as well as compensation. The example that comes to mind is the Yoruba Egungun. Egungun is instituted for individuals or families only if you live well and you died well. That is when you can have Egungun instituted against your name. If you live well and died well. It's not just because you are old and because you die. You must have lived well and died good death. Yes, that is when you join the ancestors and have so what you are doing is like unsaid deterrence and compensation. And you shouldn't. Don't mind whether you are many or you are not many. I've been a lone ranger all through. Even people may want to join in those years of turbulence. It's either they were afraid or they feel that this corruption has overwhelmed the society. Let's leave the thing. So, don't be deterred. Don't be discouraged. And at every turn, always know that there are some people who will appreciate what you are doing. I never knew that I've won several awards across the world. Several. The one Akintola is referring to is outstanding people of the 28th century.
Yeah.
They choose 1,000 in different fields. And when it came to scaling down, outstanding people of the 28th century, they choose 500. I was among the 500. 1,000 leaders of world influence. So, I've won several awards, but this is unique. Because I didn't know that some people are watching. It's a challenge, just like the librarian said, for me. Because anytime now, whatever I need to do, I will, the transparency will be enhanced. Yes, because I will know that some people believe in this, some people are watching and they should not be disappointed. So I promise you that henceforth, I will also take it as a challenge to spread the gospel according to Transparency International, so that our societies all over can be better. Why it is also unique is that it's coming from youths and Africans. All those awards I've mentioned were not from Africa. So, nobody will tell our story better than us. Thank you very much.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, we thank you.